Hello everybody, this is Scott, and today I'll be reviewing Comodo Antivirus. Comodo is a very popular free antivirus solution, as well as one of the best firewalls on the market. So if you've seen my review of the Comodo firewall, this menu is literally like a copy of it. It's about as close as you're going to get, and as you can see, we have some basic features that I'm going to be covering. Your scan, you get your scans. Here, we'll do a rating scan. This will scan files that it can give me item. It'll basically tell me what the reputation of the file is, and it will, if it doesn't have it, I can send it to Comodo, who will analyze it for me. It's basically just a cloud version of an antivirus scan. You could think of it as that way. What else do we have? We have our update center. You literally click on here and it will check for the updates and the signatures, and it's done right there. It's going to go through and check the signatures, the database. I'm not going to sit through that though. We have our virtual kiosk. Virtual kiosk is, how do I put this? Virtual kiosk is Comodo's, oh, here we go. It is a virtual kiosk. I mean, you go into a browser that's separate from the basic operating system. And this is actually done, so that's kind of interesting. We're going to say files, and we're going to say unknown files. Alright. And then we're going to say, I'm just going to trust them all. Alright. So, virtual kiosk is trying to load, and I don't think I have Silverlight. I probably don't though, so it's probably just wasting my time. But virtual kiosk is a very simple thing. You have your main operating system. If you've ever used a VM, a virtual machine, if you ever used like VMware, it's basically something like that. You have a separate operating system on the computer. So any virus that's on this computer will not be over here. Why do I say that? Because it's ran in its own individual sandbox. It's put in a place where the only person that can move files into it are the ones that basically Comodo says again. So if I tried to move a file there, I'm not going to be able to find it. I don't know what the program is. I don't know what it's for. It's in its own unique sandbox upon every load, which prevents you from getting malware, and I'm going to end up canceling this thing because it's becoming obnoxious. I don't know if this is going to work or not, so it'll be kind of interesting. No. Did not work. You are fired. Alright. And I go in there, and I'm also going to I'll have a special browser. I'll have a sandbox version of my Chrome and Internet Explorer browser, and I get to use either one. And it prevents malware such as keyloggers from getting on my computer in the first place. Yet, oops, close the wrong one. I don't know which one's which. So, just gonna throw that off to the side for now. And we don't know which one's which. So, it's gonna make us more secure from banking and online transactions, which is when we're gonna use it. Right here is your very simple game mode. You just turn on. Oh, you no longer have to worry about alerts. Turn it off. Oh, no more game mode. Stop playing your games. Alright. And up here is where it gets obnoxious. We have our Go Mobile. We have our Talk to Certified Technician, Refer to Friends, and Get Help. None of these of which are helpful to us. What do we have over here? This is our Protection Center. This gives us all of our recent updates. It says our antivirus is stateful. I could say on access, state disabled. Auto Sandbox. Alright, what is Auto Sandbox? When I sandbox an app, it is set in its own area. So Comodo is able to analyze the app based on what it does in the sandbox. If Comodo thinks that the app is malicious based off its actions within the sandbox, then it's going to say, alright, you should get rid of this file. It says it's blocked 7 intrusions. Okay, my DLL host was disabled. Now we're just gonna say what happened. Actually, I want to use the flags. Alright, so it's accessed memory, memory. Disabled, fully virtualized. Comodo is virtualizing itself. I don't know if that's just it being stupid, or if it's the smartest thing it could have done. But this is part of the HIPS protection. HIPS stands for Host Intrusion Protection System. It prevents unrecognized files and unrecognized programs from doing harm to your computer. I could literally I could change the auto sandbox settings, and then it'll sandbox everything that I don't know if it's safe or not. So there's a lot of that you could do, and I'm gonna give my thoughts about this. Here's some things that I'm not liking about this. Not liking the UI. UI, in my opinion, sucks. It is confusing. It is cluttered. Like, well, it's not really cluttered. It just doesn't have what I need. Like, the important stuff is not here. Like, okay, why would I do this when I can right click and I can scan with Comodo? Why is this here? It's because I ran out of ideas. I could sandbox the objects, I could scan the objects. They ran out of space. They didn't know what to put there. This, useless. This does nothing for me, and this is not important. These, 9 out of 10 people will not worry about these. You want to have your main protection, so you want to have one of these as your settings. Your task manager, I don't know why, it doesn't do anything. Maybe this tells me if Komodo's found it's probably Komodo's way of saying, oh, here's what we found in the past. Alright, good for you. How does this help me? It doesn't. Therefore, I find it obnoxious. Scan, this is good. This needs to be here. Your update should be here. My question is, why do you have your update here when I can click on this too and also get the update? It's repetitive in nature and it's wasting space. Virtual kiosk, that's great and all. Will I be using that? I'd rather have this stupid shared space thing gone, put a link to the virtual kiosk. Make it another one of my browsers. So, if I was working with Comodo, what I would say is you guys need to do a couple of things. Number one, besides trying to fix the false positives issue with the program, because it's the leading one with false positives. Yeah, I'm just putting that out there. You need to put more important things on this home screen. My sandbox should not be this huge. My scan objects is repetitive in nature. My update, repetitive in nature. Task manager, I don't even know why. You have yet to explain this to me. What are these arrows for? They don't do anything. Look, I'm not the only one that sees these arrows, and it just needs something a little bit more. It needs to have the more important things. If you don't want to get rid of these, that's fine, but have all your other features on this little stupid arrow so that way I could see them. I know you can do it. I've seen it on the Comodo firewall, so I know that you've already done it before. So thank you very much for watching this quick review. Not so much a quick review. Put in the comments below of your thoughts of Comodo Antivirus. And as far as free antivirus goes, Comodo Antivirus with the Comodo firewall is one of the best protection that you can get. Comodo Antivirus was the only free antivirus that got a perfect score on the last AV test, and Comodo Firewall is one of the very few firewalls to get a 300 on the leak test. So thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned for the video. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.